open Microsoft front page. Okay, this is for the practicals I'm talking about, not the project. Okay, it opens like this. Those who are having the front pages, that's well and good. Those doesn't have, please come to me, I'll give you. I'll download that. Bring your laptops, I'll do it. Now, go to the file. I told you, for opening the site, for opening the entire folder, you need to go to the open site. And when you say open site, it will ask you the path where your folder has been saved. Suppose if it is 2009 or 10 or whatever it is, suppose this one, click open. Okay? Now what I did is, I have just selected. I have not double clicked that. I have not opened that the folder over there. I just clicked it so that, and then I said open. You got it? If you try to double click it, it will show you the files, or it may not show you the files. Doesn't matter. Just click it once, say open. These folders, these files will open over here. Whatever files you had in that folder will appear. Suppose if it doesn't appear over here, then what you have to do is, in order to see the files which you have just downloaded over here in the front page, you have to go to the view. Okay, you have to go to the view and then folder list. See, like if I have deselected the folder list and the files has gone. Okay, so again what I'm going to do is, in order to see my files, I'll go to view and I'll click folder list. You will find that whatever files you have downloaded will appear over here on the screen, on the left hand side of your panel. Okay, these files you're going to use it. See, why we have downloaded all this over here? Because we are going to use all those files for modifying the web page. Okay, that is the first thing that you have to do without even looking into the paper. Obviously you have to see which file you have to open on later on, but without looking into the paper, you have to do this step. Then after that, suppose they say open a particular file. File is not here. I'll go to
So can you see the video?
Okay, now all these files here, now they're asking us to open j9scuba.htm. So what I'm going to do is, I'll just go to the folder list and I'll double click on that file. Okay, I'll just go over there and I double click it. No need to open it directly. Like at times what happens, the students, they see the file in the folder, they don't open it on the front page and they just double click it, j9scuba.htm. If you do that, what happens by default is it's a browser file, so it will open into a browser and you cannot edit that. Okay, so mind it that you have to open in the front page. Now this file has already been edited by the students, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all that from here. Okay, like the style sheet I have removed, this I'm going to remove. Okay, now we'll read the question paper that says that obviously all these images are not there. You have to take them one by one from here. Just drag and drop into that cell. If you remember, I told you when we had started the project of website designing, I told you whatever you are doing it, just make a table of it. Okay, remember that? Say, you find a table over here. It's a standard practice. Now this table will not appear in your browser unless and until you
dot.
Huh? What? Yeah, unless until you show the borders, like you suppose, now the border is 0 right now. You can see it over here in the design view, but if you see in the preview, you won't find this, what borders are there right now. Okay? So, but if you remove the borders, you won't be able to see the table over there. So that is the best way of using it, And I told you why to use a table, because it will, keep your whatever stuff, whether the text or whether the image in a proper shape or in a proper place. It will not go here and there. So always use that. Now what they are asking you is, yeah. Oh? Yeah, I'll send that within 1 or 2 days. Now what we do is, obviously, I have just removed the names from here. So you just have to suppose over here was the J9 down, I suppose. Yeah. Suppose J9 dolphin, J9 sunset.
How long do I have to do this?
Yeah. Now, you keep on dragging the pictures over here. Second thing that they ask usually is to resize the picture. One is resizing, another is, the resolution. They'll ask you to put down the resolution so that the size of the image reduces. Suppose if the image is, suppose 400 KB or 1000 KB or 1 MB, whatever size is the file. So what they will ask you is that lower down the resolution so that the file should not exceed 150 KB, suppose. Okay? So there are two things. One is reducing the size, resizing it. Like suppose they say, okay, the height and width should be 100 by 200. Maintain the aspect ratio or without maintaining the aspect ratio. That is one aspect. So for that, what you have to do is just right click and go to the, where should I go? Picture properties. Okay? Here you will find, yeah. See the width is, suppose they say, okay, it has to be 200 and maintain the aspect ratio or keep the aspect ratio. That means if you change width, automatically the height will be adjusted. It may be in pixels, it may be in percent. If they say don't maintain the aspect ratio, then they will give the figure from their side, like they'll say, okay, 200 by 150 or 150 by whatever. So just do that. See, if I keep the aspect ratio and I say okay, so automatically it becomes 200, 174. I'll change it to 300. Automatically it becomes 261. But if I don't keep the aspect ratio, then I can customize it according to my whatever numbers are. Suppose I'll say 150 by 100. See? And should be in pixels or in percent, whatever, in pixels, I'll say okay. Now, when we say don't maintain the aspect ratio, then we can customize into our way. If they say the aspect ratio has to be maintained, then they will say, okay, height should be 200. Automatically the width will be adjusted. So that is one thing that you have to do. Like for the second thing that I said, if they're asking you to reduce the file size, okay, means reduce the resolution of the picture, then you open this picture into Picture Manager or any other software which can edit the pictures. Obviously over here we have a Picture Manager. Open it over there, and then there's an option called as resize or edit picture. There you can change the format of the picture or you can resize. Sorry. I'll open it from here only. Now I'll say edit picture. Resize. This is the original size. Now there are different sizes available over here. You can change that according to whatever they are asking.
Sir,
Yeah.
is this Microsoft Office system related to the same as Photoshop or not? Like,
No. Photoshop is obviously much better than this one.
I know, but
Yes. Obviously you can do that. Okay. So that way you can do it from here. Okay. Now Another thing that they used to ask usually is they ask you to create the bookmarks or the anchors. Okay? Very simple. Whatever they are saying, suppose if they say earlier there was something written down over here, like last edited by is over here. Above that something was there. So they said, okay, you remove this and write stop over there. Okay? And make it a bookmark of it. So what I did is I have selected this one. I go to insert. I say bookmark, and obviously it should be top. I'll say okay. The moment I'll do that, you will find that there's a dotted line, wavy dotted line underlying this top. Okay, that means your bookmark has been created. Now another way of creating a bookmark is without the text. They may simply say create a bookmark at this particular place without writing anything. So we can do that. Let's see. I delete this, my cursor is there, I'll say go to insert, bookmark, nothing appears. Later on I'll tell you.
How are you gonna check that?
Okay? Now in place of the text you will find a flag appears there. That means there is no text, but it is the top. Bookmark is the top, but it will not be shown on the page. Okay? As we are the design layout, so that's why we are able to see this flag. But if I preview this, if you see over there the preview, you will find that nothing is being shown, but a bookmark is there. Bookmark usually like you used to read the books and you put the marks over there. It's similar to that. Now what a bookmark will do, it will help you navigating in the page. Like if you have to go to the bottom of the page, you don't have to scroll it down. There will be a hyperlink which will take you to that bookmark which is on the bottom. Yeah, same like that. Now we'll just see it over here, then you will understand. Now they are asking that
Click here.
click here and you hyperlink with this to the top, the bookmark that we have just created. So we'll go to hyperlink, bookmark. See, the bookmark that we have just created will be shown over here, whichever it is. Okay, so we'll just click it over there and say okay. Your bookmark is created or hyperlink has been created. Now I'll take it down to the page and I'll go to the preview. Okay, now I have to go to the top, so I'll click it over here and it will take me to the top of the page. Likewise, you can create the bookmarks for the center of the page or the bottom of the page. Suppose if your website is of one page, like Wikipedia, you keep on moving into different or navigating into the page. With the same page, you keep on navigating from the center or the top or the bottom. Same way you can do it if your web page is long. Bookmark is a mark placed over there. Hyperlink means you are creating a link with that. Yeah. Hyperlinks are of different types. One is like we have just created. Within the same page, you can link it with the text also. Suppose you wanted to link, go to this particular paragraph. You can link that. Means within the same page, you can create bookmarks like this and you can navigate within the same page. That is a kind of hyperlink. Another kind of hyperlink is which will open a new page. Suppose you wanted to go to the second page of your website. You have the hyperlinks on the side like usually you have in the website. You click it on one tab, it will take you to the another page. Means it will link the another page of the same website. Okay, that is another type. Third type is, yeah.
I just gave the baby.
I'll tell you, I have not given me this.
Yay!
Now,
Next
third
year,
type
sir.
is, third type is when it will redirect you to the another website. Like as I told you, suppose if you are giving an link of some other website onto your web page. Like suppose I wanted to do it I wanted to give a link of Google on my the web page or some other thing, you know. There are so many websites out there. If you wanted to share their links on your web page, you can do that. So what I do is, I'll create a hyperlink which will take them to that website. Okay? Let's see how.
Sir,
Yeah.
I'll make a promise. I will do it until you send me the process number.
Yeah.
But if you don't send, it's not my fault.
Or I just write Google, okay? And this I write the select, go to the hyperlinking properties. Over here I'm going to write www.google.com. Now, the moment I did that, you will see that HTTP, that hypertext terminal protocol will automatically come and it will link my web page to this particular website. Now I say OK. Now I'll go to the preview. Let's see whether it works or not. I'll click on this. Obviously it's a video presentation going on right now, so net is not connected, otherwise it would have opened the website for me. Okay? Now you understood the three types of hyperlinks? So usually they don't ask that. Usually they don't ask to create the hyperlink to the another which will redirect you to the other website. But the bookmarks, surely they are going to ask you. Hyperlinking with the other page, with the image to the other page, or with the text to the other page, they're surely going to ask you. Like in this paper, they had asked to hyperlink this image to the another page. Okay? Let's see how to do that. Suppose this picture you have to hyperlink, you say hyperlink, and say suppose J9 dive, which should open into a new window. So you should go to the target frame, select new window, and write down scuba. I hope that is the name for that. Scuba dive. Is this
No. No.
where it is?
No, it is. No, it is not. J9 dive.
See, like this one. You got it?
Wait.
You got it? What I did is, you just go back. I had gone to the hyperlink properties. I had selected with J9 dive. I have linked this image with J9 dive. Now what they are asking is that this J9 dive should open into a new window. Okay? So for that, what I have to do is I have to go to the target frame, okay, and I select new window and I'll write the name of that, scuba dive, and I'll say okay. You will find that the target frame is scuba dive and it's been connected to j9dive.htm. Just say okay and then check. See, it's working properly. Okay? So this is what they will be asking you again and again. Means 2-3 times they are going to ask you, like in this paper they had asked 3 times. One with the image, another one with the text, and another one with the image again. So you have to do that. Now after that, what they usually ask is the table properties, like cell padding, cell spacing, borders. Okay? For that, you have to go to the table properties all the time. They say, okay, make the cell spacing and cell padding of table 1 to 2 to 2. Means cell spacing also and cell padding also. Now, what is the difference between cell spacing and cell padding? Cell spacing is?
Space between the cells.
Space between the cells. And then the cell padding is?
Padding the cells.
Cell padding is the distance between the cell content and the cell walls. Like how this content is being placed, so that is called as cell padding.
Okay.
This all you will find in the table properties. So just select the table. Okay. Go to the table properties, and this is the cell spacing and cell padding. Whatever number they are asking you to do it, suppose if they say 4 and 4, make it 4 or 2 or whatever it is. Now, they can also say specify the width, or they will ask you that make the table to the best fit so that it can fit into any of the web browser. Okay? So for that, what you have to do is you have to specify the height and the width to 100%. Okay? Specify the height in percent, automatically 100 will come over here. Suppose if they say the border size should be 2, that was already 2, then say okay, you will find that the table has changed. Now this table can fit properly in any of the web browser if you open it. Because we had specified the width and the height of this as 100%, so wherever you will open it, it will come in a proper manner. Okay? So if they're asking you for the cell properties, cell padding, cell spacing, table borders, specifying the height, or whatever, just go to the table properties and do all those changes over there. Now what else?
Done.
Sir, just want to call that should be down.
Thank you very much.
So done?
Yeah. Now